Hey guys, and welcome to PJ's Coin Capers. So today we're going to be looking at a few of the coins that have been recently released. And what I want to have a look at specifically is whether or not these coins have just been priced purely on the fact that there's been a lot of excitement and hype and those kind of things happening that have driven people to buy these things because, is it because everyone wants them all of a sudden? Because of the $2 craze that's going on at the moment. Obviously, we've got the 50-cent coin with the Skippy one in the PNC and the carded version, the Tooth Fairy coin, also the kits, and the the 75th anniversary of the end of the World War II $2 coin. So I want to have a look at a few of those, see what's going on with price. Some of these coins have been out for a short time with the Skippy PNC, but the carded version's been out there for a little while now, and the $2 coins have been out there for almost a month or so now. So it'll be interesting just to have a look and see what's going on. We go back in time, we'll have a look at what's going on price wise, and we'll start with the Tooth Fairy coin. So that's what we've got here, and I've just got listings up on the screen here to do with the carded version. I think that's what I've typed in. No, I've just typed in the whole coin. So let's just have a look here. We can see there not a lot of action going on. Here's one that's got some bids on it for $31. Now these coins were $15 when they were pre-sold back in February, so a little bit different this one. And obviously they've hit the market, and of course we've probably had a lot more new collectors come on board who wouldn't have even been aware of this coin back in February. So certainly if they've caught on to the craze of wanting to get $2 coins, well then this is certainly one of the ones that everyone will need. So limited mintage, just 12,000 of the carded coins. So we don't know how many of them were produced all up for the 2020 year, and technically the coin is unlimited, but from what we do know, only 12,000 made their way onto the cards, and we don't know how many were in the actual Tooth Fairy kit with the toothbrush and all that, as we've highlighted on the channel in the past. So let's have a look at what's gone on sold wise. So these coins came out in mid-May, as you can see here. So I've gone back in time, and I figure we'll scroll up and have a look at what those sort of initial buying prices were. So certainly well and truly above the initial $15 buy price, which if you're able to get them, well done at that price. But if you didn't, it certainly looks like the price escalated quite quickly, and we can see there $69. So has it died down? So this is what I'm interested to have a look at today, is whether the prices have come back or whether they've sustained and stayed the same, or have they kept escalating. So unlike a circulated coin, there are millions of them, in some case a lot less, but predominantly millions of coloured $2 coins. This is not a coloured $2 coin, but it is a special $2 coin, and potentially, well, we don't know what the mintage is going to be, but it might only be like 20 to 30,000, depending on how many kits were produced. So plenty of these have been selling. I think there's a kit there. So the kits were $25. So that's a huge markup as well on the kit there for $77. There's another one for $50. Another kit for $50, $62. So we're all the way back to, where are we at? I think there is a second page of this. Yes, there is. Alright, so what I've got to do is, I'm going to scroll back down the bottom. Let me do that. Okay, so let's go back to where we are today. So looks like the kits have come back in price a little bit, so back to $44, $42. Bit of postage involved in those because they are a big packaged item. And the individual carded coin, there's one for $42. So I would say when the coins definitely came out around 60 something dollars, back to some reasonable dollars. So the hype in some cases has affected the price certainly, and if you're willing to wait a few weeks, you can possibly save yourself maybe 30-40% of the prices that get asked around the opening or the release dates. Alright, let's move on to the Skippy coin. Once again, this was one of those coins that was always going to be an interesting one. You either love it or you hate it. And let's have a look at some of the ones that have ended today and some of the ones that are still existing. So this here is, what did I search here? Did I search the actual coin? Yeah, the coin. So we're going to get mixed results here on PNC and coin. But we might as well just have a look and see what the actual carded coins have been selling for. So these coins came out in May, and we'll scroll up. So $39.95. So these were I think they were $15. Yeah, $15 coin, and they certainly, well, tripled in price very, very quickly. And were they able to maintain that? So if we waited a few weeks, would we have got them cheaper today? That's what we need to have a look at. So we're scrolling up and we're soon getting towards the end of the month. So certainly looks like the sales sort of slowed down a bit and not very many have been really selling. So I think the price is probably coming back a little bit, and you can see there that on the 3rd of June one was accepted as a best offer and it would have come in less than $41.95. So we also have the PNC, so we might as well have a look directly at what's gone on there. Now the PNC came out, or was produced technically, on the 26th of May. That's the date stamp on it. They were made before that, but that's the date that they were released. And there are previous sales which were pre-sales. I'm not going to count those. We're just going to have a look at what's gone on with these guys. So $29.95, and they sold out extremely quick on Australia Post if you were not up at midnight. And I certainly gave everyone plenty of warning that this was coming up. So hopefully you guys were able to get some. The funny thing is, I actually missed it. I was actually up at midnight, and I was watching TV or whatever I was doing, and I totally forgot about it. So the next day I sort of scrambled, and I managed to find two that I could buy. And I did pay a little bit more than the $29.95, but that didn't bother me. It's literally only a couple of dollars. And then later on, I think it was a day or so later, somebody actually put up on the PJ's Coin Capers Facebook page that that Australia Post had listed them back on their website, and I was able to pick up some more that way. So it's I've managed to pick up 3 or 4, I think I ended up with, and I'm quite happy with that. But yeah, I always try to collect one for each of my children. So I've got 3 children, and at some stage those guys will no doubt get them, because I don't think I'm planning on selling them. So as we can see, the prices are fairly stable, and still around that $50 to $60 mark. Every now and then you'll get an anomaly, but that was when you add up postage into that, you're sort of pushing up around that over $60 mark anyway. So, but that's, you know, it's a little bit higher, but certainly around that $60 mark is where they look like they are. and I would expect these coins to probably stay around that dollar mark for a fair while, and may potentially go up. It really depends on how popular coloured 50-cent coins will continue to be, and I think that's sort of the next thing that's going to pique people's interests. So around the $50 mark, so it's a $29.95 buy price, so $50 is not too bad. Alright, so the last coin I want to look at today, and I'm also looking at the PNC. So the PNC came out. This is another one I was caught napping on, and there's probably a reason why I was caught napping on it, was because the $2 coin was not a C mint marked coin, and to be honest, I wasn't that interested in it from that point of view. I like to catch the ones that have got the C mint mark on them, and certainly if they were C mint marked, I probably would have gone a bit more crazy trying to get them, but I actually missed out on that one. The ones I did get, which are where are they? We'll find them soon. Hopefully there'll be some sales for them. So the Brisbane Money Expo was cancelled, and they were due to be released at that show, numbered 1 to 500, and these ones here that we'll see, they've commanded a larger price, but the cards, the PNCs were numbered 1 to 500 for a Saturday and for the Sunday. So technically two different PNCs with the same number on them, which is very rare to pick up, because you normally have to attend the shows for 2 days in a row in order to get those cards, and your chances of getting the same number almost nil. So to be sold those PNCs, which obviously this year being an interrupted year for pretty much everyone and everything that goes on in our nation, it was one of those sort of special things that come out of it, that we're actually able to get one of these sets of PNCs a little bit cheaper. So actually this is the set I was talking about. Now I think we paid around $60 to $70 for the pair. Okay, so this was pretty much around the time that they were released, and this pair sold for $500, and at the time I thought, wow, this is crazy. These guys haven't listed the actual number that they've got, but $500. So it'll be interesting to see. Well, here's already another one straight up. So that was number 132. Okay, so both of the PNCs would have had the number 132 on them. This is just the stock photo. It says 1 of 500, but we'll go through and we'll see if we can find some other ones. So that was already 375. So it's come down. Here's another one for 320, 305. So you can see there that these have come down in price, and as we go along, it'll be interesting to see how many. Can we see the number on that one? No, they blocked the number out. Yeah, it'll be interesting to sort of see what's gone on with these ones, whether they've dropped off a bit. Someone probably just selling one of them there. Just the day 2 one. So no, there's another one that's sold for 510 for the 2 of them. So those ones there, if you weren't aware of them, they're the ones that are really quite special. They're still not a C mint marked coin, but just because they've got the overdate stamp on them and they're a limited number, has really pushed up the price. The other ones have still gone crazy as well, and I don't see them pegging back right now as we're scrolling through. If anything, the ones, and I don't know how many there were, they've 6,500 of them. They're continuing to go up in price. So $95 right there. So here's one of them, $275. Let's keep this moving. 300, 285. So yeah, look, a bit all over the place on price, but Yeah, this is probably one of the ones you wanted to get early and make sure you got from Australia Post. And probably the lesson learned here is that really anything that's got $2 written on it is going to be special and is going to go up in value. So well worth trying to get a hold of. Where's the last of the... there it is. So probably the last one that sold with the special 2 set. The pairs was $299. Alright guys, that is it. Just wanted to have a quick little look at what's gone on over the past month with some of the pricing, some of the products, and there's been a lot of good products that have come out of the mint and from Australia Post in the past month, and I'm sure we're all a little bit broke because of it. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and we'll have another video for you very soon.